Start. Para. By preferring these applications, the applicants are seeking pre-arrest bail in connection with crime number 168/2024 registered with Police Station Nagpur for the offence punishable under sections 120 (b), 294, 342, 389, 406, 420, 467, 471, 494, 504, 506, 502 of the Indian Penal Code 1860. The applicants approached this court for grant of pre-arrest bail. Applicant number 1 is the wife of the informant and applicant number 2 in criminal application number 240/2024 is the mother of applicant number 1. Applicant numbers 1 and 2 in criminal application number 238/2024 are the uncle and aunt of Samira, that is the applicant number 1 in criminal application number 240/2024. As per the allegation by the informant in September 2022, applicant number 1 has sent the Facebook request to him and he has accepted the said Facebook request. Thereafter, she called him repeatedly and also proposed to him. Applicant number 1 is a divorcee lady and she impressed upon him that she wants to perform her remarriage, and thereafter there was communication between them. It is further alleged that she called him in one hotel and there was a relationship between them, and she obtained the obscene photographs of the informant and thereafter blackmailed him. Para. It is further alleged that on 11/12/2022, the said applicant came along with 8 to 10 relatives at his house and they all abused him and assaulted him by saying that he subjected for sexual assault, and thereafter the amount of rupees 50 lakh was demanded from him. He has paid rupees 10 lakh and subsequent to that also, though there was a settlement deed between them, he was blackmailed by the present applicant and therefore he approached the police station and lodged the report. Learned counsel for the applicant submitted that as far as the allegation of the informant is concerned, which is only to give a counterblast, the FIR lodged by applicant number 1. Applicant number 1 has filed the FIR against the present applicant and the present informant, alleging that he had subjected her for sexual harassment as well as he entered into her house wrongly, restrained her and also assaulted her. Para. He further submitted that there was a compromise between the present applicant number 1 and the informant, and in spite of said compromise, applicant number 1 was harassed by the informant. Regarding the same, the complaint under the provision of the Domestic Violence Act is also filed by the applicant number 1. He submitted that considering the circumstances under which the FIR is lodged is to be taken into consideration, as the applicant number 1 is lodged the report against the present applicant alleging the sexual assault and thereafter the domestic violence at the hands of the present applicant. This false FIR is lodged. Her custodial interrogation is not required and prays for release on bail. He further submitted that applicant number 1 is a pregnant lady and applicant number 2, who is the mother, has no concern with the alleged offence. The learned counsel for the applicant in criminal application number 238/2024 submitted that The applicants therein are not at all concerned with the alleged offence, and merely because they are relatives of the said applicant number 1, they are implicated in the alleged offence. Para. Learned APP strongly oppose the said application on the ground that the modus operandi of applicant number 1 is to send a friend request to the persons, and thereafter, by getting the acquaintance with them, she used to perform the marriage with the various persons, and thereafter blackmailed them. She invited my attention towards various statements and submitted that it is the 7th marriage of the applicant number 1 with the informant. During the investigation, the investigating officer has recorded the statement, who has also narrated that the present applicant number 1 got an acquaintance with him for the shadi.com and thereafter shared her mobile number with him, thereafter proposed him for marriage, performed the marriage with her, and thereafter lodged the false report and obtained the money from him. Another statement recorded by the investigating agency is of Amidullah, who has also narrated the similar story, that present applicant has performed the marriage with him on 23/10/2022 and thereafter had quarreled with him and obtained the money from him. Stop.